morning, good afternoon, wherever you're viewing from. I'm Chris, and this is Ken. We are on every single week, just talking about the latest NFT news. As always, these are brought to you by Ninjalerts. It's an NFT that you could purchase that gives you lifetime access to the app, which allows you to track your favorite whales and influencers. We're actually doing something pretty special right now that we'll go ahead and mention. We were giving away one Ninjalerts pass, which right now I think is worth like around like zero point 0.2 ETH. I haven't checked like very recently. We're giving one away to our subscribers each month, and there's only like what Ken like 1,100 supply. Like it's pretty
Yeah,
limited.
about 1,300. Yeah, it's not a lot.
1,300, and we are growing, of course. So right now your odds are better than maybe they will be a month from now or a couple months from now. So if you're watching this on Twitter and you're not subscribed to the YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube, and of course like the video to support the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. Ken, I know that there's been a couple of things happen this weekend. Anything that stood out to you specifically?
Oh, it's all DJing season, man. It's real artists are not gonna make any waves this summer because everything is, if it's not free, we don't want it. If there's no double O in front of the number like 005, 004 mints, I'm sorry, we just don't want it, man. If you have a roadmap, we don't wanna. So that's what's going on right now. It's a lot of CCO stuff going on, and I'm for it. Like it's bringing a lot of life to the space because again, a lot of things are down. We're still in a bear market, but there's a lot of people making money off these free mints.
Yeah,
Like Wag Die came out. I'm mad. I
yeah. I
just
was,
missed
I,
that
I was
by
about to
that
click on
much.
that. Yeah, I haven't checked on it in a while, and I haven't really been following it. But I see they like are sort of doing Goblin Town stuff, like the way they like, even their letters. Like how Goblin Town speaks in the
Yeah.
weird, like whatever. Like we're all gonna die, kind of does the same thing. But yeah, I thought about we could talk about that today too. So you said you almost had this mint.
Yeah, I almost had all of them. Like all the ones that popped off, I know of them. I was there when it was minting, and I just missed. Like I just missed this one. I missed this one at point one. I saw it retraced down to point one. I was like, let me get this. But then it's Leave Me Alone also dropped right before this one. So you know what happens when one drops, then the second one goes, but it doesn't really go as far as the first one. So I thought Leave Me Alone was the one that's gonna like outperform, but then this one just took off. Like right away, got some influencers hopping in. Farouk bought some, so then it just went like from zero, from free mint all the way to 1.5. But I think it retraced back down to one point 0.6 now.
Oh wow, I
So
didn't realize it got to 1.5.
oh yeah, yeah,
Dang,
this
yeah, I
thing
haven't
did
been
very
watching
well.
it. That's not crazy. I was watching it the first jump up. I think the first time I saw it was like point 0.3 range. I wasn't gonna touch it. A mistake that I make a lot, Ken, is that I compare it to like say blue chips, or even like maybe even if they aren't like first string blue chips, but like second string, and I'm like, man, I could use that point 0.5 on one of those projects, and then it just flies.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a big mistake I make a lot because I'm always thinking about like other things that are more like long term, and I'm just like, man, this would probably be if I would just throw that point 0.3 here, and I could have got an easy 2x probably over that.
Yeah, easy 3x on that one, man. But yeah, we never know because I bought a bunch of stuff this weekend, but at the top because again, you don't know what's gonna go, you don't know who's coordinating pumps wherever they are. So, like I bought a few things that I'm sure they were gonna go, but then they just died like right
Yeah,
away.
I saw you changed your. I think you changed it back since then, but you changed your PFP on Twitter
Oh yeah, I bought
for a bit.
Corkland from
Okay,
the
could you tell us about that?
Corkies.
What was that?
Yeah, it's from the Corkies. They
Okay,
expanded their brand, but this is their V2s, I guess. They
okay,
launched, I think the first one, Genesis, is about 5,000. I'm not too certain, but then they added 10,000 to the
Kirkland's.
collection. And Quirklands, yeah, they're right here. I
Do you
had
own
a
a Do you own
Lowlish.
a Quirky?
No, I do not.
No.
No, I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, the floor for those are around 2 Ethereum, so I never got into
Mm.
the Quirkies, but since it seemed like they might have a strong community, I thought it's worth the gamble to get a core clean, and that's what I
And you
got.
you had a allow list. You said what was the mint price?
Yeah, I did. Point two.
Okay, so it's around mint right now. I think I saw it pop up at one point.
Yeah, it did
Yeah,
pop up
yeah,
to point four.
Are you still holding?
Yeah, I'm still. I didn't
Okay.
get a chance to dump at that range. I thought it would get to point 0.6. I had my set at point 0.6, but it never touched that. So
And
here
yeah.
we are.
Oh, and it got pretty close to that too, didn't it? It looked like it
I
was
know
like,
it always does, Chris. It
wow.
always does.
Did
Only
you
to
have
me.
you had yours set at 0.6322?
Yeah, yeah, always, man. This whole weekend, that's all that's been happening. I'll buy high and then I'll set mine to like 2x, measly little 2x, and then it goes right back to right under my listing and never gets back up there
Dang,
again.
that's the worst,
It
man. That's
happened the
tough.
whole weekend, man. It just keeps
985
happening.
sales on June 5th. You could have been 986. You just, bumped
Could
it
have.
down like 0.02,
Like, what can
0.01.
you do though? What can you do?
That
It's like
you
you
never know,
just
man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still looking for a home run. There was a lot this weekend. It seemed like there was at least one pump every day, like from zero free mint all the way up to Leave Me Alone was a good one that happened before the Wag Dies. Wag
Yeah,
Dies really took everything off. But
yeah,
there's Leave Me Alone. There's another one. There's a few. Like you just forget so quickly because they come and go. Something about the occult also dropped as well. I think that was yesterday, and it did very well. It went up to point 0.3, I think, and then dropped right back down to nothing. But that's that's
yeah.
the space. So
So
that's just
all these free mints. So the only one that I actually like went for the mint on recently was that I don't even remember the name of it. It was last week. It feels like a month ago. The one we both went for, you shared the alpha on here. It did jump up originally. Anyways, the one that I went for was heavily botted. Like, like I basically had no chance. Have you had, do you know if people have more chances on these, or you pretty much just have to have a bot at this point?
you have to have a bot, man. If it's like the good ones that are like stealth, those you have a high probability of doing well in. Like if it's more of a stealth thing and it just took off. That's why like we mint a lot of stuff. Like I minted a lot of trash thinking one of them has to stick, but they all just die. So you never really know. So you just have to play the odds, just keep buying all these free mints. You're paying gas. That's pretty much it. But some of them that they've already gone up that I kind of hop into. But as far as minting though, I've like when it's hyped, like my super node doesn't do anything. I had high gas. The last one I tried was Rect Folio. Rect Folio, it dropped last night. I went for that one. Nah, the gas just spiked all the way to like 500 Gwei. It's kind of a gas war, especially when it's hyped. And I've also noticed like the ones that are hyped, they don't do that well after. Because again, on this, especially Rec Folio, people spent, let's say, 0.06, 0.07, 0.08 on just gas. Again, it was free. So now, right after it starts trading at 0.06, and now it's trading at 0.01. So, like,
That's rough,
that one
dude.
was,
People got burnt.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was hyped. It was super hyped. That's why it's kind of weird because I'm noticing like the more hyped free mints, they don't do as well as the stealth ones that just take off out of nowhere. So you just gotta
Yeah,
keep minting a whole bunch of trash until one of them sticks. That's kind of what the game is right now. A bunch of goblin
absolutely.
crab, like
I did.
literal goblin crab.
I did see this thread. I'm not going to go through it too heavily, but it was just a really good thread on safety when minting from free mints. If you guys want to
Yes.
check this out later, it's at CYGAAR_dev. Again, it's a pretty long thread, so I'm not going to go into it, but it basically just talks about minting from contract, being able to read the contract, what to look for. Really good on safety. So would definitely recommend going to check out this thread later if you're like new or not new to the space, and you just want to take safety a little bit more serious. One of the first things he says is like the obvious, but like I feel like more people need to do is just use a burner wallet if you're going to be doing a bunch of free mints because
Yes.
in worst case scenario you lose the ETH in that burner wallet, like whatever. But that's why, because Ledger is great, but if you end up approving a contract that says you're going to send out your assets on accident, you still approve the contract. So,
Yeah.
and on this subject, I know we talk about this a lot. We don't have to stay on this very long, but there was another breach this weekend. A lot of people lost a lot six-figure assets this weekend because the Bored Ape Discord and another
Of
and
course,
another
bored
big
ape,
one.
man.
Yeah, man, they both got
Bored
breached.
apes, man.
They both got breached, and people sign contracts and they sign their assets off. So, it just be really careful. I mean, I don't know how we're going to progress as a space if we keep on having so many people fall. It burns people, whether it's their fault or not. It burns them. They're not going to come back. They're never going to be an advocate for the space. So just like be careful when minting on the. We of course recommend minting from contract, but like one of the problems for minting from the website is they can change that mint button on website to make you sign something. So instead of you actually minting to buy the NFT, you're basically clicking the mint button that redirects you to something that's signing away your assets again. So that's another thing. There was a Goblin Town, the McGoblin Burger. There was a
Yeah.
fake claim for those, and people did exactly that. They went and they sent their assets over. So just be real careful. You don't want to get burned, and you also it's wild, wild west out there. Just got to be careful of your assets. Again, I won't dig into it too
Yeah.
much, but having a ledger and having a vault is always great. That way, if you do get burned, again, you don't lose everything. Because, man, seeing people lose like Bored Apes and Macy, and I will say, ironically, not even a joke, Ken, one of the guys I saw got scammed this week. He got scammed off of the Goblin Mint, off the Goblin
Yeah, I
claim.
saw that one.
They stole 2 Macy's and a couple of other things, and they left his Goblin.
Cool cats.
They didn't steal his
Yeah,
goblin.
yeah.
That's like 6 ETH. That's 6 ETH, dude. And they just
I
like
know.
it's not funny, but it's like memeable. Like the fact that they left the fact that the hacker's like, I don't want that. 12 grand, whatever. I don't want to touch
Yeah.
that.
Which is it's kind of weird because they took like 8 cool cats from the guy, and cool cats are valued less than 1 goblin right now, which is
Yeah.
kind of strange. So hey, yeah, I did hear that. So again, we gotta emphasize safety, because again, this is a free mint meta. If it's not free, we don't want it. So there is gonna be a lot of scams, like Chris said. You need a ledger, but again, if you're signing off your assets, you really gotta know what you're signing. Especially if you're getting this free stuff, you have to go through contract. That's very important because again, the website could be misleading. A contract is simple. Everybody has a contract. Every project has a contract, so it's a little harder to manipulate that, especially if you're going through Etherscan. And something I did just learn. I learned it from the Cat Trio from the Gutter Cat Gang. I just learned this. When you have pending transactions, like a lot of them. And I used to
Yeah.
think, you have to reset the nouns, so you pay a little higher on just the cancellation fee, so you could cancel it. Turns out you could
Just don't
go to
cancel
the
them, right?
no,
Is that
you still lose gas if you
okay?
don't
Okay.
cancel. Because if it
Okay.
fails, you lose that gas. But
Yeah.
what I learned is that you have to go to the advanced settings on MetaMask and go reset your account, and then the thing just goes away. The transaction goes
Gotcha.
away, so you don't pay anything. I just learned that that's very, very valuable, especially when I took an L on the reg guys. There was about
Mhm.
10,000 pending transactions. Like you could see
Yeah.
the pending transactions. It was a lot of them, and mine wasn't gonna go through, especially since gas like shot way higher than what I put for my gas. So right before it minted out, I went ahead and I reset that. So I didn't lose like
Yeah.
almost point oh eight in gas. I didn't lose none of that, and I just kept going. So that's something. Shout out to the catcher for that one. I just learned that it's very, very valuable. So
Yeah. That's super
make sure you
valuable.
use that.
I saw
Yeah,
JJ on the night of the board ape land claim. He showed us something that was able to do like similar to where you don't lose the transaction, but it was a different strategy. I don't remember exactly what it was though, but I remember reading that thread the night of, because a lot of people obviously had very expensive pending transactions that night. But yeah,
yeah.
I'll try to keep that in mind next time. Knowing all these things will give you the advantage and save you ETH. Dude,
Tools.
I am I've lost so much in gas. Like I'm a master at losing money in gas. Like incredible how many transactions I've had fail and how much I pay for
Mm,
gas in the matter of a year. So no, if it's one of those things that if I knew now, like, or if I could take what I know now back then, I could have saved so much money. But you learn, and you pay your dividends, and it's not just a loss. It's not just a loss. It's a lesson. So we move on.
yeah. Yeah, Chris, you're a master at losing money, period. And not just in gas, in life, Chris.
Yeah.
You buy trash a lot, Chris. What's up with you and these bat cows, Chris?
Hey, they're in profit, dude.
You-
They're in profit. There's a
uh,
3K sale a couple days ago.
really?
Yeah, which is like pretty, for that little whatever, it's a pretty big deal.
Nice, man. Would you like a round of applause? A short one? I'll
It
give you
wasn't
one
my
of
it
those.
wasn't my sale. It wasn't my sale. They're also having an event at NFT NYC, so that's kind of cool.
Oh shit! They just keep clapping, Chris. I can't get them to stop. They keep going. Oh shit!
Uh,
All right,
thank
let me
you,
stop that.
thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna add some more sounds to the soundboard. I kind of forgot, man. I had some cool ones I was gonna add, especially for you, because you tell too many stories on the show. I was gonna add like a little violin sound, but
Little
I
sad
forgot to
stories.
add that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll add that next time. Watch. It's gonna go right well with it. And now that we've talked about safety, again, this is the free mint meta, so everything is free. Be safe, because again, there's a lot of scammers still out there. Now that we've covered safety, did you get a special NFT on your wallet?
Recently? I don't think so.
Yeah, did you check?
Was
The
I supposed to?
Kansas, the Kansas sent out some NFTs. At least I
No.
think it was the Kansas. Yeah, yeah,
I'll go check
yeah,
in a separate. Did
yeah.
you?
Go check. Yeah, I just saw it out of nowhere. Because I'm trying to hide everything I've been doing because I've been
Yeah.
buying a bunch of trash. I'm sure you've noticed, taking a lot of L's. But then I just noticed a thing from the
Hey.
Kansas.
Yeah, I
Oh, you
see it.
got it? You got
I
it?
see it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's here, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Oh, you pull it up. All right, cool.
All right. So
Oh,
here,
that's the one you got.
yeah, I got, let's see. I didn't even see this, man. Yeah, it's from Kansas 414. Uh Finally, a PP packing algorithm has been created to make on-chain generative genital art known as Dickensis. 2,000 NFTs will be randomly generated when minted on the Ethereum blockchain. Nothing is pre-minted. We have the balls as a double side. Is this supposed to be? Oh, I see it now. It took me a bit.
You see it?
Yeah, I just saw it. You get it,
I
don't
don't
you,
see it.
dude?
Uh,
It's a circular dicks all around each other. They're like doing this.
Wait, what? I don't
You
see
don't
it,
see
Chris.
it? I don't know if YouTube's gonna
No.
allow me to even show
Oh,
this.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it now. I see it.
Here,
I see it.
let me
I
make it
see it.
bigger now. All right, so let's
I
see my
see it.
traits. The ball's got a double side. The distancing is just the tips. I don't know if I'm gonna go through all this right now.
This is what we're doing on the show, man. Mine doesn't look like that though. Oh yeah, I see it now. I see it
All
on
right, pull
mine
it up.
too.
Pull it up. I want to see it.
You want to see it? Are you sure
Yeah.
about that? I'm sure you're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to see the dick in mine. Let me
All
see.
right. Whoa.
Can you see it?
Yeah, yours looks way different.
I know, right?
We just got one of one art from Dickensis.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dickensis. I know you're out there. You're always out there.
Yeah, shout out to Kansas. Yeah, I see it. It's a lot of dicks, man. It's a lot of dicks, man.
It goes well with the one we didn't show last week.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo,
Those
it's
flew for a little bit. Those flew for a
yeah.
little
This
bit.
space has been weird, man. It's just been a weird space. It's like a year ago. Well, why? This is exactly how this space was like a year ago. Like everything was just minting. People were just buying stuff. Things was minting out. Things was cheaper back then because again, ETH was also lower.
Yeah.
But now it's different now. It's like what worked yesterday is not working today. It's just like everything you knew is just not relevant now. It's not what you thought makes everything go up. Good roadmaps, good team, all that trash. Nah, none of that makes it go up. We don't know the
Yeah.
team. We don't have a roadmap. We don't have vibes. We don't have none of that, and the price is still up. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird times, but you gotta adapt, man. That's why we're here. Always gotta adapt.
Yeah, it's a weird season. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I don't know. It's weird because like it's a bear market, but like obviously these things are like flying, like these like random mints, random projects, no roadmap. Yo, Dickinson's just appeared in chat. Dickinson, we just gave you a massive shout out. We looked at your project. We talked about the properties.
The
Thank you, man.
dicks.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of dicks, the Kansas. Your name makes sense now, the Kansas. So just it's a whole lot of dicks.
Speaking of which, yeah,
What?
we're just in a dick meta right now, I guess.
Okay. So you're right about speaking of which. I thought you just it was quite literal, quite literal. Speaking of which, more dicks.
You gonna sweep these floors?
Nah, you got it, Chris.
Yo,
You
I'm
got
not gonna
that.
lie, like this art is actually pretty good. Wait, it's a 3 volume right now at a 0.002. Man.
You gonna buy? There was a lot of dicks, man. Those moon dicks came out. I almost bought that. Didn't go well.
Yeah, but this
It looked
like
pretty.
would you agree that this art is actually like okay for like a random degent project? No?
No, I
You don't think
wouldn't agree
so?
with that. No,
I think these have
no, Chris. It's just dicks, Chris. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't call it. Look, just scroll down.
oh,
Scroll
this has
down.
got blood on it.
Oh, that's gross, Chris. Scroll down. Look at that with the glasses. You think that's good art for you, Chris? This is what you call great art, huh?
Well, you think you think Twitter would ban you for PFP in this?
Nah. I don't. They can't really.
Censor you? Hey,
Yeah,
look at this
that's
one. He's got a hat.
I mean, last week we didn't want to show that other dick NFTs, but this week we're just going right in, right, Chris? We're just gonna, show all
Yeah.
of them, every
Last week is a little
iteration
bit
of the
more.
dicks.
Last week is a little bit more explicit. This week is,
More than this.
this is art.
Okay. Ah, okay, I see.
Let's go back to Ninja. Anyways, look at this beautiful UI. I don't know. Here, let me change.
Go to the
this
dark
real
mode,
quick.
man. What are you doing?
Yeah, look at this new UI. I haven't changed it yet. I haven't been on. I haven't been trading this weekend. But we got the feed at the top left. I mean,
Yeah, it's
move this right here.
it's the dark mode is what I was more. I don't know how it changed for me, but I think you might have to go to your account. I don't know if you
I don't
want
want
to
to
do that on
accidentally
air.
show info, but yeah,
Yeah,
I can still tell the difference in the UI. That's pretty nice. Looks like it goes a lot. The trending goes deeper too, unless that's just more trading going on right now. It was just the Goblin Burgers ended up dropping. I haven't really been tracking them a whole lot.
yeah, they did. They were
Crazy.
doing pretty well.
1.4 ETH for airdrop.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Those goblins are doing well. There's more rumors that Beeple might be behind the goblins because of his suite.
There's rumors about everyone being behind these goblins, dude.
Hey, Risky said he'll like some dicks, please.
here for the alpha.
Here for the
I
dicks
mean,
alpha.
come on, man. We're here to cover what's going on in NFTs, and the most minted is a burger, the most bought is poop, and the most sold is wrecked folios. So
Yeah, and I have a wreck folio, and I got wrecked on that one. Yeah,
here,
it's another one.
I guess I will update on. Let me pull this up real quick. I was talking about Illuvium last week. They did do their land sale, and it was pretty
You sound
accurate.
excited, Chris.
It's pretty accurate on what I predicted. Oh, I should have scooped. Dang, it went up since then.
What went up?
So it actually went all the way down
Ooh.
to where's it at? How did I make this? Hold on.
It's a nice map.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it actually went down to a floor price of like 0.2 at one point. Now it's at a 0.45 floor price. So yeah, here's the actual map. So one of the things right now on the alpha, one of my friends was telling me about, I guess, is like getting land next to each other to like build your own city. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are doing that. So like some of like the lower land is worth just as much as the higher tiers because people are buying it to put it next to theirs. Um, yeah, the sale went good. I mean, they sold a lot and floor price
Did
is
they make half
okay.
a billion or what, 600 mil they were looking for?
No, they didn't make that. Yeah, I haven't kept up with it that seriously. I was just kind of watching it, but I mean, this is I mean, the floor. You see the floor price right here is 0.45.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is on Token Trove, which Token Trove tracks data on Immutable X, which is layer 2. It's just like one of the easier ways to do it. So the land sale went okay. There's one more thing I was going to note about it. I can't think of it right now though. But this is the little plots that you buy, and this is the entire map. And yeah, I don't remember the other part of that, but just an update on the Illuvium. They sold a lot. I think they sold out, but as we talked about, it was a Dutch auction, so it didn't have to sell out at the prices they were asking. It obviously sold out at much lower prices.
Nice, man. I care a lot, Chris.
I can tell.
I care a lot, Chris.
Oh, what plays were you watching this weekend?
I wasn't. I told you I was all about DJing plays. Like you can't really miss it. I missed a few, like a few of them that I thought was already like it's like at the top. I thought it was at the top, but then it was really, really at the bottom. Like we're all gonna die, kind of thing. Leave me alone. There was a few, something the occult. You just had to be alert all weekend. Like join multiple alpha groups. Alpha groups are making a comeback now. It's like it's everybody's trying to call the next free mint that blows up. There was a lot of that going on this weekend. So that was pretty much it. I was just trying to double, triple my money, but I ended up losing money somehow.
Oof.
But yeah, because again, like things like I didn't think that poop was gonna do anything. Because again, it's just poop. But was I wrong? Of course I was. So it's not. There's just a lot going on, and it's all about free mints and DJing plays right now. That's all it is. Like the established brands, they're all gonna have to take a back seat because the whole market is down, but the DJs are trying to keep it alive by trading all these trading volumes on all this trash. So hey, gotta be here for it, right? That's what we're doing here.
Yeah, pretty accurate. We did have the conference this weekend. That was pretty good. Ken and I hosted it. That was we hosted what Thursday. Um, had some awesome guests,
Wednesday.
awesome speakers. Wednesday. Okay, it was overall. I think it was really good. You can go back and watch that on Stack's YouTube. Some good like advice in there. One of the things that we can apply to these degen mints is that Issa said is just don't be the last one at the party. I feel like that's going to stick with. It's obvious, but it's going to stick with me. Don't be the last one holding the bag. Um, Very good
I got
advice
a
from
lot
Issa.
of those, Chris. It's in my hidden folder. There's a few bags over there you could choose from, man. It's hard to predict if you are gonna be the last though, unless you're doing some coordinated pumps, which I don't know if that's legal or not, but a lot of people
Yeah.
are doing that. They're getting
Speaking of
together and they're pumping these things.
Speaking of illegal, I know this happened what feels like a month ago in NFT space, but Nate Chastain that he did officially get fined,
Charged.
charged, yeah, for insider. Well, it wasn't for. So this is the interesting part. It wasn't necessarily for insider trading. What happened was he was working for OpenSea at the time, and he knew that a certain listing was going to be featured on OpenSea, so he traded based off of that. And he made like 18 ETH, I think, off of it. But the actual charge was for wire transfer and money laundering. So the charge wasn't for insider trading. Because
You sure it wasn't insider? Because that
I'm
sounds like
sure.
insider trading.
Yeah, the title of the article was insider trading, but if you actually go read like what he was charged for, it was
I
money
didn't
laundering
go
and wire
read.
transfer. I
I
did
didn't.
because you have to think if it was for insider trading, where's that line drawn, and like how does that affect alpha groups, and how does that affect like a lot of things? Because there was immediate like a little bit of a panic because like okay, well what's the difference between an alpha group knowing about a project and then trading off of that and an influencer doing it? But the actual
But
things that they pegged
it's
him for were wire transfer and money laundering.
But I can see why it would be insider trading because he's the one picking what goes on the front page. So
He
he He
From my understanding,
chooses what goes.
he just knew. I don't think he chose. He knew.
Oh, he didn't choose what was
I,
going on there.
I don't think so. I think he just knew because he worked for OpenSea, so he had that
So
knowledge.
that's insider trading.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
exactly. He
regardless, it
knew
was.
what was gonna be there, and he traded off of that information that none of us knew. All of us
I'm not
know
saying
what's
it's
gonna be.
not insider trading. I'm saying he got charged for money laundering and wire transfer, which is
Mm.
like 20 years each in prison, or whatever fine.
He's facing
Yeah,
40. He's
yeah,
facing
yeah.
40.
It's
He's
a
gonna
big deal.
snitch, Chris.
Yeah,
You
it's a
think he's
big
gonna snitch
deal.
on
So
everybody, Chris?
I don't know. I mean, he'll probably do whatever he can to save himself, but it's just a weird water to be in. This is it's necessary for the space, but I mean, again, if it was insider trading, like there's a lot of things that I could consider insider trade. Which again, it was insider trading, but like, where legally are they going to draw that line? If that's what he got charged for. But again, it was that's why they pegged them for two different things.
Who do you think is gonna snitch on, Chris?
I don't
Let's
know.
make this more interesting, man. Who's gonna tell on? How many people that work at OpenSea is going down after this? Because he'll want to lower his time. 40 years, 40. So I'm sure he's gonna have some tales to tell. He's gonna, they're gonna sit him down in the interrogation room. Get him some McDonald's, some Big Macs, maybe even a cigarette or two.
Yeah.
Get some straws, some, big gulp. He's gonna
I don't
do a
think he's
lot of
actually
telling,
gonna.
Chris.
No way he's gonna serve 40 years. I'll be surprised if they
Of
keep him
course
there for
not.
like
No,
a
no.
couple. But yeah, it kind of
Depends on what
sucks. I
he
mean,
tells.
yeah, probably honestly,
Like
just
you gotta make a deal, man. Take down. Like imagine, I'm sure those guys would try to go after the creators of OpenSea somehow.
yeah.
See if he has information like to lead up the top or something. But for somebody like that, would want to save his ass, and he is gonna give up whatever he can. So that's just how the game works. Second interrogation, you already know, risky. Yeah, they're gonna. Have you ever seen those images of people in the interrogation room? They got the whole buffet on the table. They got McDonald's wrappers everywhere. They got grease all over their lips.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they're doing a lot of telling, Chris. And Nate is gonna do a lot of telling, Chris.
Probably so.
He's gonna come back fatter than he was when he went in there. So we'll see what happens. But it is. I mean, I think it's good for the space that more accountability is coming in. The feds, this is federal, FBI. The
Oh yeah.
feds are looking into all these things, so things are going to be a little bit more different. Like you said, where it draws the line between what the alpha groups are doing. Now, the alpha groups, I think it's a lot different because again, they can't. Alpha groups could try to make something hot, but they just don't have the same amount of power to make anything hot.
What
Like there's
about
a lot of
like
alpha.
let's equate it though to like influential content creators. Like I won't like name specific groups, but like if they're like, hey guys, this project's up and coming, we're gonna post a video about it tomorrow. That's probably gonna get 100,000 views, and then their group buys off of that, or they buy off of that. Like, how would you classify that different? Like, obviously, like OpenSea is more influence than them, but like I'm talking like really like BitBoy would be a big one, and like crypto, but like NFTs has their own little circles too. Like I see that being the same thing, but on a smaller scale, because I do think they can affect the market. Like people that get like
Well, yeah.
even like over 10,000 views, like that can move the market a little bit, but especially people that get in like the 100,000 views and trade based off of that. Like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah, but the same with the influencers you just mentioned. Like if the government could trace that they bought these things before they did the video and it did not disclose that they bought during that video, then that's that's some legal issues on that one. So they
That's
have to
going to happen,
disclose that they
and
bought.
that does happen, and that like I guess we'll
Yeah,
see how that unfolds.
it cracks down. Like when these things, when the space start getting more legitimate, they're gonna start cracking down hard. Like again, if the influencers have to make that clear that they own whatever collection they're promoting, or they're being paid to promote. And as you see it in Twitter, we go on witch hunts a lot from these influencers that do seem like they're shady. They're promoting these different NFTs and they're rug pulling and they're selling these things. Yeah, that when the government gets involved, these would be a problem. it will
Yeah.
be a problem. So yeah, we'll just have to see. As more legitimate as this gets, the more government is going to get involved because there's a lot of money being had here. A lot of money.
There is
Government wants some of that bread.
a lot of money being lost, and there's some very influential people on Twitter that have rugged or have been part of rugs like intentionally, and that have pumped things intentionally, and guess we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, we will see. Can't wait. That's the next chapter of our NFC life, right? It's getting more and more legitimate.
We better
It's
watch
more
out as we're
legit.
growing, Ken. You gotta let people know when you're buying these trash mints. That way when you pump
I
them
did.
to the moon, that way when you pump them to the moon.
Yeah, you can see it on my wallet, Chris. You can see me buying this trash, man. Oh man, but hey, that's just where we're at right now. So
This is why you download Ninjalerts so you can and buy the app or buy the NFT so you can see what these influencers are going to do right when they do it before they make the video. That way you can reap the benefits but not have to suffer the consequence.
right,
Just be
big
like, hey
brain moves
man,
right
look,
there, Chris.
I didn't know he was gonna pump that artificially. I was just following his wallet and buying what he was buying. There it is.
Yeah, yeah, and you can't really prove things if you don't have insider knowledge. So
Yeah, no, you
yeah,
don't have insider knowledge. He could have just been buying something he liked and you liked it too, but you're not the one
yeah,
pumping it.
yeah. That's sounds like Chris wants to make some extra bread. You gonna coordinate some pumps, Chris? Huh?
No, no,
I,
no.
Nate is gonna tell on you, Chris. Okay, watch your mouth. He's gonna snitch on you. But something else that happened, I think V Friends, because I know you love Gary V, they're doing a pickleball tournament, I think. And that's something, remember I thought you was the type to be playing pickleball? Well, they're going to be doing, I think it's going to happen or it might have already happened. I'm not sure. But that's a utility for the V2s. I'm trying to look
I've
at it
never
right
played
now.
pickleball, but if it's a sport, I'm probably decent at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at I'm trying to find the announcement, but I'm not finding it right now. But I do
They post a
believe
lot.
that
They
yeah,
post a lot of announcements, and they post a lot of like video announcements of like Gary like just talking into the camera. So it's hard to just like
yeah,
quickly go find it.
yeah, it
Is
is.
it going to
It
be
is,
revolved
bro.
around NFT NYC? Did you see anything about that or no? I've only yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. Like I've like literally never seen pickleball played in person until this week.
Really?
I was passing somebody's house and they were playing it like in their front yard or like on their like concrete in the front yard, and that was the first time I've ever seen pickleball being played.
Oh, I used to live with like somebody that owned a hostel. I lived at the hostel. He played pickleball. He had a whole team tournament type thing.
Really,
They travel, they do all that. Yeah, so I have seen it.
traveling
But
pickleball.
yeah, yeah,
Were you part of
they
the
just
team?
like you and your
Yeah, yeah. I'm
frisbee
not hating.
stuff.
I'm not hating.
You know I
Just that
was a
was a
part of the
thing.
team, Chris. What are you thinking, man? Nah, that's when I learned about pickleball. That's what I knew. The same time I learned how to compost and what kombucha was. Just like things you're interested in, Chris. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's up?
So I thought you'd be interested in some pickleball tournament from V Friends because you do
Yeah.
have one.
If you're able to win a V friend off of winning, I might have to start practicing before NFT NYC.
Really, that's all it
Take
takes.
take him down. Heck yeah.
What else is going on, Chris? What else is going on in this
Look,
industry, man?
I say
Other
we
than
try.
figments,
I say we try to find a real project on this trending page and break it down. Try our best. Oh,
we're
we
not
got
gonna
it. We
find
got it.
nothing. We're not finding. I'm
Silver
still mad. You
silver
don't have the
lining.
dark mode on there, man. After all they did to get us this dark mode, you still got that bright screen over there. Yeah,
Like
I'm really happy they did the dark mode because again, I have a bunch of because I've been trading more frequently, and I have a bunch of tools set up, and all my tools are dark mode until I hit Ninjalerts, and then it just everything brightens up because it was bright. So I'm glad
they
they finally had it dark mode. Now
yeah, they
all my
got you hooked
screens
up
are
now.
dark. Yeah, yeah. When you're in the dark doing that DJing, what DJs do, you need dark mode.
I, dude, I'm telling you, this might pop.
What?
The Dick's
The
Town.
penis thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro. I
watch.
don't
I don't
know.
think I'm gonna buy, but I'm gonna watch it.
You sound like you're gonna buy, Chris.
We'll see after I get off. Tiny sketches. Nah.
Yeah.
Let's see
Bored
what people are
ass
buying.
goblins.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's in the
Man,
12-hour. Ship beast kind of went off as well. It was another mint.
death is
They don't look
inevitable.
bad. Yeah,
Because of that,
that's we all gonna die.
we're all
Yeah.
gonna die derivative. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, where's the
Yeah, you want to
silver
look into
lining of like good
ship
projects?
beast?
Where's that at?
Go to the 12-hour, and it's number 2 on sold.
Ah, okay, this looks decent. Let's look at that. It's got a website. That's a step.
I know, right?
They got shit token. All you gotta do is click it to add it.
Oh,
I'm very surprised that's not already a thing. Yeah, they have literally nothing on their website. So we'll go there
yeah,
to
that's how
see.
those. Yeah, look at the volume traded. That's sick.
1.5K volume traded. It's just dragons with poop on their head.
This is where we're at, Chris. This is where we're at in life, man.
Not gonna lie though,
NFT space.
this doesn't look much different than
The
mutant
goblins.
apes. Mutant apes. It's like this is what you guys were
Well,
buying back in, just whenever that was, August.
yeah, a year ago.
There's a mutant
Yeah,
ape
they
yacht
do
club right
look
here.
to shit on their heads. Oh my god, this is we have to come on here and we talk about what's going on in this space. And this is what's going on in this space, man. Nothing but trash. And that's what we're buying. That's what we're flipping.
That's what we're buying.
Trash. Yeah, all the real artists really got to take a back seat. Something else I'm looking at is the FTC for the culture. Now, their mints, they had a little bit of, it was a different mechanic with that. If you mint it, I believe the contract was set up in a way that it paid you zero point zero 0.01 Ethereum,
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, there
which
it
was
is.
very
They
weird.
pay you for minting.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really, really weird. Like, they literally paid you zero point zero 0.01 whenever you minted this thing.
It
Which
said
is
hi.
weird, right?
It said hi. What's your name? I clicked on it to type my name, and it says this. I can't say it on YouTube.
Oh.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it hasn't really go to the OpenSea. It hasn't revealed. I think it reveals in about a week or a couple of days. I'm not sure, but this is it. This is the art. I guess it's for the culture, which is I
Okay.
just thought the mechanics was pretty cool. That
Yeah.
they paid you when you mint. So the guy is out probably $100,000 or so just for having people buy his NFT.
But
Which
then he has 1K trade volume, so that made up for that.
yes, indeed.
Went out on
Yes.
a limb.
Yeah, and the art, it's not revealed yet. It doesn't look like, as you can see, it looked like a child made this. So, ah, man, this is where we're at, man. This is where we're at, Chris.
Well, any other alpha? Any update on is Meme Land still? Have you seen anything with that lately? Still, just don't we
Me,
don't really know
man,
much. Yeah,
we don't know much. They just opened up the Discord again, so you could go join that. So you could stop
Weekend has
asking me,
said,
Chris.
did Gary Vee make this?
I saw that. I saw that. Hey, I wouldn't put it out of his reach, man. This is something Gary Vee would do. But yeah, it doesn't. It looks like the art isn't really ready. That's why you gotta wait a while for the reveal. But the price isn't bad right now. The ownership isn't bad. Let me go see what the trade is like right now on Nerds. Hold up, I'll let you know right now.
I do want to
What
give
was
a
it?
shout out, even though I'm not using it yet. But NFT Inspect was really cool. We had them as a speaker on the Stacks conference brought by Ninjalerts, and basically what it allows you to do is like click on profiles and see the NFT, and it shows like other people who own that NFT. So again, I don't have it up right now, but there'd be like a little Ethereum logo right here. You click it, and it shows how influential this person is, and then it shows everybody else with Bored Ape PFPs. So it's pretty cool. I'll have to download it and show it maybe tomorrow or the next day. And just because it's a free tool, just it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And I was looking at the trade volume of FTC. and it's looking like it was stable at point two for a little bit, and by a little bit I mean about 1 hour, and now it's starting to blow right now. Like it's been trending, it's been at point two, like a flat line, and now it's just ticking up.
Hmm.
Now it's about
So
to
you better
hit
hop in
point
before we
three.
hit point 0.6.
Not financial advice, Chris. Not financial advice, but it is going up. Like it was at this. A lot of it is
Oh, I
10.
see
The
it.
10-minute sales is about 50 10-minute sales. There's 4 pending right now, 5 pending. The last minute, there's 5 pending transactions. In the last hour, there's almost 500 sales. Well, no, in the hour it's almost 250 sales. So yeah, this is going up right as we speak right now. So
Shout out to NFT
yeah, I
nerds for
don't.
that info.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna drop right back down because again, it's hitting that point three barrier right now. So who knows? Again, the reveal is in about 5 days, or it's in a few days. It's not right away. So this is for the culture.
For
I
the
just
culture.
thought, it's kind of cool. This is the first time, just like how uh, new mint techniques like Azuki's was the first time. Moonbirds was a innovative thing, and this they actually paid the contract paid you, which was very very strange. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's for the culture, I guess. So yeah, that's something else that happened this weekend.
Speaking of
And
oh, what's up?
no, go ahead. I was gonna switch it to something else, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, speaking of elaborate mints, like the way that you were mentioning them for a while, but like Tiger Bob, you remember that, like how you like broke it down or
Yeah.
whatever. I have a friend who, like, from my knowledge, hasn't done much trading on on ETH, and he actually got to mint Tiger Bob, and he got like a top 50 rarity.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like he's like not a very like, from my understanding, he's really doesn't trade that often on ETH. Like he came from VV, and I think he's done like maybe a couple projects here and there. And I just saw him post the other day, like, got this Tiger Bob at this rarity, and it like blew my mind. I was like, what? Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy. That's insane, man. Damn, I didn't. L's on this side, Chris. You're just rolling the L's over here, man. How about you?
I know, man, crazy. Then I have a bunch of
Yeah,
people on my feed that like it's their first time with ETH NFTs that bought like goblins under like 0.5, and now Tiger Bob. I'm
yeah,
like,
but
what? Where you guys coming from?
point five though. You wouldn't think goblins is gonna go past point one. Not point one, but point five. That's wild. So yeah, that's what's going on. Those free mints are going up. Like there's some of them you mint it for free, and now it's 1.5. Now it's like Goblin Town almost touched 8 Ethereum. I think it
Yeah,
went back down to 4 something.
nuts.
But yeah, there's a lot of these are happening every day. You just gotta catch one. That's all. You gotta be attentive too, man, because they just come whenever. It's not. There's no roadmaps. There's no plans to drop. It's just you gotta just keep buying all the trash that comes out, and hopefully, bang, you could knock one out of the park. But yeah, that's pretty much all what's going on in the space right now, man. And last week I also did get an optimism airdrop, which kind of helped me out
Oh
with all
yeah,
the
you want to
losses
talk
I've been
about that real
taking.
quick? And I get my backup camera going. I have no idea why my camera went out, but yeah, talk about the optimism.
Yeah, I didn't. I just found out that they was doing some free airdrops, and I checked my eligibility, and I was eligible. So
What was
I
yours
got it.
from?
What do you mean? What was it from?
Like I thought I would be eligible because I've bridged ETH quite a few times, and I wasn't.
I bridged ETH, and I get that's all I've done because I do, like I told you, with the crypto raiders. I've been bridging back and forth. So actually, 2 of my wallets was eligible to claim.
Oh
So
wow, dang dude,
yes,
that's
I
awesome.
don't. That's pretty much all I've done. I didn't vote anything. I know they had different criterias, but all I've really done was bridge ETH. That's my first time hearing about optimism. Like I never heard about it until it was brought up that you could get paid. So I went ahead and got paid.
Heck yeah, dude.
Go.
Yeah, I was a little sketched out at first because I haven't heard about optimism either. But I connected, and like I said, I wasn't eligible, so I didn't go any further with that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was another big thing that happened this past week. That's I think we kind of rounded up what's happened this past week. There's just a bunch of again free mints is the meta, and that's it.
Yep.
And
Free.
I think
What's
go
up?
ahead.
I was just gonna wrap it up, like saying Freeman's meta. The Nate Chastain did happen, even though that was like kind of later last week. We weren't able to talk about it on the show yet. Again, another breach on Discord of Bored Apes, and there's another big project where a lot of people got their wallets drained. Yeah, that was probably three of the biggest news recaps from this weekend that I was following.
Oh, that's it, Chris.
That's it. That's it. There's,
uh,
remember when you faded
yeah,
that for like point two or something like that? Wait, I don't remember what you faded it for.
0.45. It
Oh,
went
okay.
up. It's at point 0.7 now.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
You timed
nice,
that.
right?
You timed that
Yeah.
bottom great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You know me. I buy high and I sell low.
That's the
That's the
name of the
motto
game,
over
dude.
here.
Tax loss
Yeah.
harvesting.
Just loss. Just
Just
a bunch of
loss.
loss. It's nothing to do with taxes. Just loss harvesting. That's all we're doing. So yeah, this again this free mint meta. I think there is some opportunities to be had, especially again people that build. This is a perfect time to build or to have some learning experience at least, because again, you don't have to. We're not going to hold you to anything if you're not promising anything. If you're not promising a Discord, you're not promising a roadmap. You're not promising anything. So you could use that as a shield in the future to say, "Oh, I was just learning." Okay, we got that. Just don't impersonate a female or somebody of another sex or a race, and then you be good to go. But other than that, I think this is an opportunity for smaller artists to drop their product for well, got to be free. It's and just hope the secondary brings in the profit at this point, because that's all the DJs are buying. If it's free, they're buying. They don't care what it looks like. They're buying. It could be poop, literally. They're buying. It could be dicks. They are buying. So that's kind of how you got to play this market right now. Like if you have different plays, like real project, real team, real roadmaps, those might have to wait a little bit until the market gets back to normal. So for right
Yep.
now, this is what's normal.
So
Free
concluding, I have a
stuff.
question to ask you, Ken. Just a
Do
random bold prediction that we'll clip and use against you later. Um,
ah
nah. What? So right now, obvious. You just talked about it. We're in a free mint meta. What do you think the next meta is going to be?
mm, I mean, it's hard. If I knew that, Chris, I would have more bread, Chris. Like it's hard
True.
to judge. I didn't know it was gonna be free mint meta coming up, so it's really hard to tell. So I have no clue. Nada. I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you. If I could, I'd have more bread. So no, it's hard to tell.
it is hard
What
to
do you
tell.
think it'll be?
Um, I mean, just like random guessing. Like I hope that it's more of like individual artists, like an artist meta. But I don't, I'm not really thinking that's going to be a thing. That would be cool to see though.
Yeah, it would be,
Um,
huh?
I feel like we haven't really seen. I don't think this is going to be meta, but like other than Drifter Shoots, I don't think we've really seen like a photography like NFT boom yet. And again, I don't think it's going to be meta, but it would be nice to see like some, good photography photographers that are on NFTs get supported. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that would be
I,
nice.
I'm I'm just kind of guessing. It could be like it could be anything. We could circle back. I saw a Griff the other day posted that the next meta is going to be nothing like Goblin, or like the next big project of Boom is going to be nothing like Goblins. So
Yeah, it
and
has to be
I guess
original.
yeah, has to be original. So I would say before the free mint meta, we were kind of like in the anime meta. I think that's always going to circle back around. I don't think it's going to be next, but I think it's always going to circle back around. I don't think gaming's really going to be meta until like it's actually more applicable. Um, just because like you made a tweet this weekend talking about we pay more for the characters in the games than the consoles that run them. You didn't say it exactly like that, but it was along those lines.
Yeah, we do.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see gaming coming full circle until we have better games that are playable. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, somebody just have to come up with some ingenious idea that captivates the whole space. That's it. That's all it is. Just the goblins did it. They did it very well. The wag dies did it. As soon as I saw their on their Twitter that video, that voice recording, I was like, "I yeah, this is gonna go." But at that point, it was too late for me. It was just everything was getting eaten up. The Leave Me Alone also did it. I don't know if you heard about that one where there was a rumor that was done by Pussy Riot, which that's not true, but
Yeah.
there has to be a little bit of rumor element to these things, so that it kind of blew up. But then when Wagdie came, Wagdie kind of took that whole everything from Leave Me Alone and just went to Wagdie. So who knows what's gonna? It just has to be creative. So it's not something I could like guess because it has to be on the left field. With guy, it has to get the whole space to rally around it, just like the goblins. Now I know people want to create spaces with weird noises, but it's been done, man. The
Yeah.
goblins did that. What are you doing? So people are gonna keep trying to do that, but again, it's not new. It's not innovative anymore. We need something new. The space is gonna get bored, and we're gonna move on to something else. So, I think people that really want to set the trend got to come up with something else we haven't seen before, and the whole space is gonna ride for it.
I tell you who's winning right now is people that are able to make these derivatives on a whim, because
Yeah,
they go on
devs.
burners. You have to think even devs like even like the ones that like don't go crazy volume. That's still good. Like depending on the percentage, that's still easy ETH for people creating these contracts. So yeah,
Yeah,
I,
yes, indeed, man.
we're gonna see we all gonna live instead of we all gonna die derivative.
No, we all gonna come derivative. Yeah, it's just the
zero
same.
0 to 100, man. 0 to 100.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of derivatives. But when the next thing comes, then you're gonna see like derivatives. Just like the goblins came, there's goblin. The top 10 trends was goblin derivatives this weekend. Like if you looked at it, literally every one of them had some form of town.wtf on the name. It was all goblin derivatives, and those are what was trending. So the next trend is not gonna be goblins, but whatever it is, there's gonna be a bunch of derivatives made out of it because you already know what happens when something gets successful in this space. So we can't guess what it is, but we're here for it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it because that's what we do.
Honestly, I think that's a play to be made too. I know like we joke about it a lot, but like if something does really pop and like captivates the space, being first on the first derivative and get in and get out, I feel like that's a play that's underrated. Like the Kevins, like if you were in that first Kevin derivative, you made some bank. But trying to do that for whatever the next big thing is.
Yeah, but yeah, that's overrated, Chris. That's an overrated play, man. Because I got burnt thinking, yeah, this is the first derivative. It's gonna do good. The third derivative did good this time, Chris.
Oh, wait, which one?
The
The
goblins
goblins.
is the elves,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
hobos.
yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Dude, you know
yeah,
what's
baby
funny is
goblins. Yeah,
you know what's
pixel
funny.
goblins. No.
I know we're trying to wrap up, but like the Goblin Girls, I feel like we looked at that play right when it was happening, and it just like faded out, and then like randomly, like a week later, it kind of like shot. It ran.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what it's at
This
now. It's probably not even relevant now, but
Yeah, it goes up. Like it kind of trends the real goblins because goblins has been dying lately. Like it's dropped 50% or more. So all the derivatives are gonna drop as well. Like when when real goblin was mooning, then the girls came back out. The elves came out again. The elves, I don't know what's going on with that collection, but it's a lot of coordinated pumps going on that one. Like every time I see it, it's at point oh one. Then I look at it again, it's at point one. Like yeah, what's going on? Every time, like up and down, every time. So I don't know what's going on with that collection, but that also happened with the Goblin Girls as well. But we'll see what's next. I'm also looking at I'm Just Nobody right now. That just launched, and it's kind of feeding off the Leave Me Alone, Wag Dies. Yeah, there's a lot of collections just dropping every day. Oh, guess She Fighters are moving, Chris.
No way.
Sheep fighters are moving. Oh, what is it? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to click on it and see what's at. It
I
just
forgot that
got
was a
2
thing, dude.
sales. It got 3
Oh my
sales in the
god.
last hour.
0.03.
Two, yeah, 2 sales in the last 10 minutes, Chris. Yeah.
They must have announced something. Oh well.
Nobody cares, man.
Anyways, we will see you guys tomorrow with the latest NFT news. Of course, just having fun, talking about NFTs, talking about things that are going on in the space. Brought to you by Ninjalerts, as you saw at the very beginning of the intro. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. We are also giving away a Ninja Alert pass to a 1 subscriber every month. So be sure, if you're watching on Twitter, to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like this video for the YouTube algorithms, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.